Hello guys, this is David from Omnitheum, and this is episode 1 of Side Quests. Alright guys, let's get into the side quests. There's plenty of them to start with in Omnitheum. If you had a long, hard week of work and as a ref you don't really have a lot of ideas, you didn't have time to prep, this is something that you can easily throw in. Maybe a player has read the ones that are provided and they like the storylines or the rewards that are involved with these. So these episodes are just trying to enlighten you on how you can add side quests to your campaign and maybe even add the ones that are in the specific core rulebook. So we're going to start with the Rise of the Dread Knight today. I'm going to read the story of it and then explain a little bit about it, and we're going to get this series tipped off. Rise of the Dread Knight. Before the Armageddon apparatus was ignited and the parallax began, it was uncertain if humanity would survive the endless onslaught of cybernetic forces. Each battle brought more casualties, and the human population was beginning to dwindle. In the midst of this desperation, there arose a champion unnamed and unknown, who would appear on the battlefield in terrifying black armor like a harbinger of doom. Wielding a giant ion blade rifle and a giant red volt blade, nothing in the path of this fearsome warrior survived. Legends say he had slain entire armies single-handedly, even destroying the mighty predicate in single combat on occasions. This towering Grim Reaper became known as the Dread Knight. The armor was built to unsanctioned specifications. Most likely its creator was the Dread Knight himself, and the same was said in his weaponry. Wherever he maneuvered, one would see the cybernetic bodies torn to pieces, leaving a bleeding trench of scrap metal and fluids. Even in the wake of the parallax, he was present in conflicts spanning decades, striking fear into any being finding themselves on the opposite side of a battlefield. All archetypes in the realm held either great reverence or great terror for the Dread Knight. That is until one day, after an unrelenting and devastating battle in the south, the Dread Knight's armor was found atop a mountain of corpses, mysteriously abandoned. The forces began fighting over the armor, killing each other and dismantling it piece by piece. The battle continued long into the night, and when the sun arose the next day, there were no signs of the warrior's famed setup. To this day, the true identity of the Dread Knight remains a mystery, as do the whereabouts of his armor and weaponry. There are rumblings across the realm of some organizations being in possession of a boot or a pauldron, but the true location of this legendary armor is buried in secrecy and hidden by time, waiting to be rediscovered and worn into battle again. So this side quest is literally about the armor. Dread Knight's armor, Dread Knight's belt, Dread Knight's fury, Dread Knight's despair, and the Dreadbane are all available. Will the ref put them together? Will the ref make you go on multiple quests, find it, talk to different NPCs? You can add on to this. This is more of a mid to late game side quest. There's different specifications to be able to wield it. But this is a big one, and this is a very exciting one. So this is something that you can add to your campaign, especially if you don't have a lot of ideas. So this is something that you could even sculpt your own ideas and campaign around this one side quest. But this is a big one. There's a lot of other smaller ones that we can do, and that we'll get to in other videos. But we're going to start with this one. This is Rise of the Dread Knight. This is on page 203 of the core rulebook. You see it there. So if you've not purchased the book yet of Omnitheum, you can get the PDF on our website, or you could just holler at us and we'll get you can get a full hard copy. We're going to be at Rocky Top Game Con coming up in a couple of weeks, May 23rd through the 25th. Come and check us out. This is the first episode of Side Quests. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace.